Hey, welcome. It's Brian, and this is Guitar Solo Reactions, and today we're back with Matteo Mancuso, and he and his trio are doing the song Havona, which is a weather report song. I'm a huge fan of Matteo. I've been doing quite a few recently, anything I can find. He is one of my favorite fusion new guitar players to come along in a while, so I love covering him, and I'm excited to do more and more as other videos come out. I've probably done a handful so far, and he is just obviously an amazing player. With that said, if you like this kind of thing, please like, subscribe, and comment, and mention or even put a link to your favorite Matteo song. This bass player has been in pretty much every video I've done, and I'm sorry I haven't learned his name, but man, he is killer. And I'll also say that what is really great about Matteo is his grasp of just chordal stuff. I mean, he's not doing any kind of traditional like voicings, you know, that are when you start jazz guitar, you're not hearing those biggie you're not hearing those big voicings that you would hear that are really close intervallically or spread over. And he's just, anyway, I just love you can tell it's a modern guitar approach, but you do hear like Steve Kahn and as per someone that mentioned in the comments, kind of like a Scott Henderson. And I was kind of hearing that too, but I just didn't really put it together. I'd love to hear who Matteo's influences are. I can kind of guess, but if you know, put it in the comments. great tone as well. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Man. Yeah. Wow. Smoking, man. There we have it. Matteo Mancuso and his trio doing the weather reports on Havana. I am not a huge fan of Weather Report. I love Jocko. Loves, I was going to say Steve Gadd, but I meant Peter Erskine. And I definitely love Wayne Shorter. I mean, Wayne Shorter, unfortunately, obviously he's gone now, but one of the most important musicians of our time, and of course for jazz and just music in general. And what a huge influence he was on, a lot of music, specifically stuff I love as far as jazz. So anyway, but yeah, I never kind of delved into a weather report, and I have to say I probably would say simply because there wasn't a guitar player in it. As silly as that sounds, I formulated a lot of my as far as fusion and jazz. I like a lot of jazz without guitar, to be honest, but with more of like I'm gonna say they're a fusion band, Weather Report, for lack of a better word, maybe jazz rock. It's more. I just never liked Joe Zawinul, or however you pronounce his name, the keyboard stuff. It didn't really make sense or jive with me. Um, and I know it's they had their own aesthetic, their own compositional sense as a band, and even with all those great players, I still just never really delved into it. So, um, Yeah. Anyway, but with that said, Mateo, again, I don't even care who did the song, and he and the band just killed it. Killer bass player, amazing drummer, and I love that he uses a lot of overdrive. Like there's a lot of point, not all the time, but sometimes it's subtle, and then sometimes when they were doing those big chords towards the end, that's cool. That's really powerful. And the one thing I will say, maybe I said this before. I wish he's such an amazing player, and there was a few of the tapping things that were really neat, but I just don't think he needs that. It's just the tapped or the kind of harp or plucked harmonics that you do, that I totally get, or slap harmonics like Eddie Van Halen and Lenny Brow and many other players, Michael Hedges, that do that kind of stuff. I totally think that's cool. But just the tapping thing, it's I don't know. I just like to see a player like this kind of stay away from that if possible. That's my opinion. I nothing against tapping. I just hear a lot of it doing the show or doing my channel, where it's not fusion players, but like more rock and kind of metal players, and it just seems like, I'm not talking about Mateo here, but sometimes it seems like an exercise someone worked on for a really long time, and I totally respect that. All the work that goes into playing an instrument, specifically guitar, it's a lot of work, and I get it's kind of, but it seems too showy sometimes. Like I'm like that doesn't really make sense unless you're extending the range of guitar, like you're taking like a low note and you're doing a long run, which is kind of the idea. Is you're doing more like almost like a fuguist kind of thing, or a fugue, sorry, kind of approach or something like that. That kind of stuff I totally dig. But if it's just kind of like moving it around and in minor thirds or whatever, some kind of somewhat simple intervallic thing, I just don't care. With that said, I've never heard him do tapping where I was like, that doesn't seem necessary. It always sounds good. I just, my personal opinion, I'd love him I mean, he's got so much technique in just his right hand and his left hand. I mean, the combination of both is otherworldly. So, anyway, I love this cat. He's amazing. He's what, maybe 23, if that. And all the accolades he's receiving from El Di Meola and other fusion player titans, I guess, is really, really cool and must feel great. So, anyway, I'm Brian. This is Guitar Solo Reactions. Talk to you soon.